Say fine, ma. True.
Na bubu.
Okay, so we are live on YouTube.
And it's even a chat, whatever that we can do.
Okay, your mom.
So Julia says she's on travel, that she's not in Lagos presently. So network is fluctuating where she is. Have they started joining? Do you have anyone on board?
We are just two here. Okay, it's
You
not
and
showing
I.
participants yet. In the general, it should be showing participants.
You know me,
Well,
I'm on. I've
okay,
opened
yeah,
the
yeah,
PowerPoint.
okay. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, we're just two here. Let me call the group.
Imagine 42 members. Anyone, they are not online. They are the only one that joined.
Yeah, just hold on for a few minutes. Very close.
Please, everybody, let's join the Zoom. We have started the training. Please, let's join the Zoom. We've pasted the link on the group. Thank you.
Some experience yes. It's very funny.
Please, sis, let's join the Zoom. Oh, we have started. Oh, we are live. We are online already. Please, ẹ jẹ́ ká join Zoom yẹn. Please, ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ join Zoom. A ti paste link sórí group. Please, let us start the training. Please, this is the link. Everybody join this link. Let's start it. Ẹ join Zoom yẹn, ẹ jẹ́ ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ training. I said please join the Zoom link I pasted on the group so we can start the training. How many are we now?
12.
Please, let's start, sis.
Yes, please go on.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Nice to have you on board. Please use emoji to indicate you are online with me. I am Ashimi Nafisat. I shall be presenting on infection awareness and management for young people and their families. Who is Nafisat Ashimi? She is an educationist, a counselor, career development professional dedicated to fostering positive change in education. As a biology educator, she finds joy in positively imparting learners and is passionate about creating an inclusive environment that recognizes individual learning styles. She served as a learning and development expert for the EcoExcel initiative in Lagos State, where she contributed innovative ideas to enhance the educational experience. Her work there sharpened her ability to design programs that meet diverse learner needs. Now, as founder and CEO of DIY Nature Cures Naturopathy Clinics, let's give it up for her. So today's topic, we want to talk about infection and why this topic matters. Infections are part of our daily life. Young people are more exposed in terms of when they are in school, they play with their colleagues, they share the same toilet, they share the same potty, they share the same sharpener. This same sharpener, some of them will put it in their mouth and still share it with their friends, and they still share the same thing. Some of them, during break time activities, they pick things on the floor, put it in their mouth. How young people are more exposed to infections. We want to look at the prevention because prevention will protect families and communities. Our goal for today, let's stay informed and stay protected. Are we ready? When you're talking about infection, this is when harmful germs enter the body and multiply. We have different types of germs. We have the bacteria that leads to strepsils, the throat, painful throat. We have the viruses such as the HIV, the flu, the COVID-19. Then we have the fungi, that is, for example, the ringworm. We all know it. For example, look at the you can see a male child mostly, the young ones. You look at their head, it will cook bow like powder, like comb. So that's an example of fungi. In case we don't know the name, it is. Then we have the parasites. The parasites, we have the plasmodium causing malaria, such as the mosquitoes being the carrier. Why are young people at higher risk? They are at higher risk because they can be found in crowded environments such as the assembly ground, the what's it called? When they are told to line up, they breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. When they sit in a congested environment in a classroom, the marketplace, someone cough, you are going to cough and you are not closing your nose or being aware of your mouth, then you just expose and just inhale the same thing into your body. You just inhale the same thing into your body. You understand? So crowded environments, infections can be transferred. Sharing personal items. Yes, sharing personal items like the combs. Someone has a ringworm, you combed the hair of the elder sister has a ringworm, you combed her hair with one particular comb. Now using this particular comb with the younger brother, that does not have anything before you know it, you start seeing the same ringworm on the end of the younger brother. That is infection. So it is sharing, it is transferring, it is something that can be transmitted. So you have to take note of all these things. Close contact activities. When you see someone sneezing consistently, even for the first time, you can just stylishly, but don't make it obvious. Try and protect yourself, because when someone sneezes and you open your mouth and your nose, you know, fluid is coming out with that activities, and you are just going to open your mouth like that and it will enter, hey, or you inhale it. I have a personal experience while I was an undergraduate. Someone was coughing in my class, the lecture room. We were together, and I opened my mouth, and I landed in health center that very day or the second day. I was having itchy throat. I was coughing uncontrollably, like I was, until I was injected. So since then, I don't want to know our level of interaction. When you cough beside me, I either excuse myself such a way that you don't know, or I try and cover. I don't know. I just try and cover myself up because I've had experiences about it. Unaware of early symptoms. Yes, unaware of early symptoms. Because they are kids, you don't know they already had infection that they have contacted in school. It is until they start showing symptoms like burning sensations while trying to urinate, then you start thinking, what could have gone wrong? Then you take them to the laboratory, then they confirm that they have infections. So you need to ask questions about the school of your kids, what their toilets looks like. In fact, it doesn't matter if you can just spare yourself that time to check the toilet if it is worth it or not, because this is infection we are talking about. So many people are nurturing it now because it has started at early stage, but nothing was done in it on time. How infection spread? I have said it, through touch or direct contact. It can be through air droplets, as I said earlier, through coughing or sneezing. Then we have through contaminated food and water, especially the food and water. Water, it can give you typhoid. The contaminated food, it can lead to diarrhea. It can lead to so many things, because what's it called, when an housefly that is carrying their eggs, housefly, they visit a very dirty environment. They can just go to any toilet, available ones, and just perch on it, and still you are opening your fish to the open environment. Then they are going to lay on it and lay their eggs innocently. You don't know anything. Then you just take that fish and just cook it like that, especially those people that used to buy all these um when you get fish from the market, you just have to you have to get home, use hot water to wash first before cooking. You have to take care of your food, and you don't expose them. You don't expose them. For example, when you have a bar or bread that already has mold on it, because it is contaminated, because there are organisms growing on it, so you don't eat that kind of eba again. Please try and discard it so they won't disturb your stomach. Then we have surfaces like desks, phones, turn-ups. Yes, in fact we overlook this place. Some people, we go to, when you travel out or something, you travel or you are going out, for example going to Oshodi, then that railway, or what's it called, the rails, and you just see people using their hands and be scrubbing that thing. I'll just say, oh my god, this thing is so dirty, that you won't know, and the same hand you will still put it in your mouth. That is the reason you start telling, I'm having stomach pain, I don't understand what is happening, my throat is itchy, I don't understand, my eye, they are itchy, because you have just, you have been in contact with dirty things, microorganisms, and that same hand, you will rub it in into your eyes, rub it in your mouth, lick it unknowingly. Then your phones. Some people, you take the phone to the toilet because you don't have light. You take the phone to the toilet because you don't have light. the same hand after using the toilet, you still will not wash that hand with soap. You will still use it to hold the phone and still go and cook with the same hand, or still use the same hand to eat. It is not an intentional act. These are things you do unknowingly, but we are just using this avenue to make you understand that you don't overlook things like this. For example, look at that apple. That apple, that person is walking at the same time chewing the apple, still placing that apple on the table. You can see it is something you also make as mistakes. Place the apple on the table. That apple, some people might not even clean their table at all, while some will clean that same table with Izal, or clean that same table with Ipo, and you are placing your apple on Ipo. Why won't you experience stomach pain? So we have to be very cautious. The doorknobs, virtually every offices, you knock, you open the doorknobs, which means someone has just left that place, touching that place. How sure are you that the hand of the person was very neat? You are also touching the knobs, and you will still use that mouth and put it in your hand and be playing with it. So these are things we need to really take note of, that infections, they are real and they can spread faster than we think. Please, let me ask this question. And please, I want you to use the chat room to reply. When was the last time you shared a water bottle? When was the last time you shared lip gloss? When was the last time you shared headsets? When was the last time you shared your phone? So you can see, look at those things, how easy they are. It means germs transfer easily through shared objects. Let's look at preventive measures. Let's start with hand hygiene. It is advisable you wash your hands for 20 seconds. And when you want to wash the hands, you clock in the fingers, you clock it in, then you rub it to the back, then to the front, the thumbs. You wash adequately and under a running water, a very clean water. You use sanitizer if water is unavailable. When was the last time you cut your fingernails? Your nails are so big that when they place the microscope, when they place the particles collected under them, then when they place them under the microscope, you yourself will feel like running away, that, oh my God, is this what I've been rearing under my nails? So you have to cut your fingernails time to time. The back of your hand, you need to wash them time to time because they have hairs, and those hairs, they trap dust. They trap dust. Please, am I communicating? Prevention, food and water safety. Avoid food that isn't fresh or hot. Avoid food that isn't fresh or hot. Wash fruits before eating. If possible, wash your fruits with white vinegar. They sell it in the market. Wash it with white vinegar before eating. Do not share cups or bottles or spoons. Very, very important. Do not share them. Some people, they have wounds in their mouth. You will be having contact with their blood because they drank water from the same cups and bottles, and you're also drinking from the same, so fluid contact. So do not share cups, bottles, or spoons. Prevention, wound care. Clean cuts immediately. When you have injury, clean them immediately, or you try and make what's it called? Clean them with spirits, apply bandage, and take it to experts, medical experts. Allow them clean it for you. Avoid touching open wounds. Yes, please, because you don't know the kind of microorganism you have in your hand. You will now place it on the open wounds again. So you will now discover that that wound has refused to heal up because you have exposed it to infections. You have exposed it to infections. So please avoid touching open wounds with your hands. You should try and stay vaccinated time to time in order to protect yourself against serious infections. For example, when you have a very deep wound, remember that you need to take your tetanus injection. Immunization cards updated when you have small kids, because they are prone. Make sure you get them vaccinated when they need to be vaccinated. You encourage routine health checkups. Children are on holidays now, or they are trying to go on holidays. You look onto your kids, you ask them questions, and you follow up with them when they need medical attention. Please follow up. When you have a female child, try and know the kind of smell their PV is bringing, the kind of smell that underwears are bringing. When was the last time you changed their underwears? When was the last time you did that? You need to burn the ones that are bringing offensive smells, and also work on how to make them more healthier than that. Healthy lifestyle. You need adequate sleep. You have to sleep correctly. You take your balanced diet. You have your regular exercise, and you reduce your stress. Fun facts. Sneezes travel up to 100 mph, as in very fast. I know that. It will just spread into the air. While phones, they carry 10 times more germs than toilet seats, because every available place you go with your phone, you place it on someone's table, place it on someone's chair, place it on, hey, Yatayo, please hold it for me now, 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 now. Iyabisi, please this. And they are having contact with everybody that they are. So that is the reason you have to be careful. Hand washing reduces illness by 40%, because majorly most of the things they go through your mouth, knowingly or unknowingly. Knowingly or unknowingly, some people even unknowingly they will still use their mouth, their teeth to cut their nails, because they don't have the time to use a blade. So that is the reason you have to wash your hands regularly, cut your nails. What are those symptoms? When you start experiencing fever, when you start coughing or having sore throat, when you start vomiting or diarrhea, when you experience fatigue, that is tiredness, when you are seeing rashes all over your body, all of a sudden you discover that you don't just feel like eating, loss of appetite, then you need to start taking this seriously. When do you seek medical attention? High fever beyond 48 hours, ASAP, run to your doctor. You cannot breathe adequately. You can't breathe in, breathe out conveniently. You are having breathing difficulty, ASAP. Severe dehydration. You just see that even when you are drinking the water, it's just as if they are coming out of your body back. You are just feeling tired, feeling you are shrinking. You don't understand it, your doctor. When the symptoms becomes worsened that you can't even control yourself again, bam. When you have rashes with fever, you have to just take it seriously. Quickly seek your medical attention. Mm. Please, I'm sorry. Please bear with me. Home care management. You have to rest adequately. You have to rest. You have to stay hydrated. Drink water. Take watermelon. Take cucumber. These are things that will make you stay hydrated. Take fruits. You drink water very well. You avoid excess heat. Ensure proper nutrition. Yes. Ensure the balanced diet are taken note of. When someone is sick, try and separate them from those that are not sick, so they won't transmit it, and take care of the sick ones. Then you learn to clean frequently used items. Use medications only as prescribed by your doctor. Myth and facts. Myth means what it used to be, what they think it should be, what they imagine it will be. So facts, reality, what will happen, what is on ground. When you're talking about myth, that is, they believe that antibiotics cure all infections, but the fact remains they do not work for viruses. Myth: if I feel okay, I can't spread infection. Umba. Asymptomatic: people still spread infections because it might be eating. Some will be eating until it amounts to when you cannot control it again, that it will just show bam. Family role in prevention: create hygienic routines, wash your hands, don't put your hands in your mouth, don't touch the walls of your school, be careful, don't do this, don't pick things on the floor, don't put them in your mouth. You let them understand the reason for this. You encourage vaccinations. Make sure your kids are vaccinated. Let them understand it. It's to prevent all forms of diseases. Teach children early. Teach them early. When you go to the toilet, when you leave the toilet, you just have to wash your hands. As a male child, you don't use the toilet standing urinating and using the urine to play around the toilet seat. You make sure the urine is placed at the center of the toilet inside, not on the toilet seat as if you are having fun, because you can play, we know. Then you keep the home environment clean. Key message: knowledge and daily habits are powerful tools for preventing infections. Knowledge and daily habits are powerful tools for preventing infection. This lecture has just been delivered by DIY Nature Cures founder. I will be in the comment section, so look out for your questions and answers. Okay. So I'm expecting your questions and answers. Questions and answers, please. Aww. I'm expecting, do we all understand we don't have questions as regards infection? Please use the comment section to let me know you understand everything. You please let the comment section flow now. Let's make this, please. How do we manage toilet infection specifically? Okay. So, to manage toilet infection specifically is something that we really need to understand. First of all, they believe that there is nothing like toilet infection. Okay. So there is this belief that there is nothing like toilet infection. Infection is infection, but we are the ones that just termed it toilet infection. Okay, so I can also put to you practically that as a woman, when you use toilet outside and someone that just left that particular toilet has infection, there is high probability that you're going to contact that infection also. So in order to get through this, always go out with your tissue paper. Always go out with your tissue paper. When you're meant to use toilet publicly, you are going to roll out the tissue paper, throw it at the center of the closet. Roll out another tissue paper, make it to sit, roll it on the toilet seat. So when you are sitting on that toilet seat, you are not having direct contact with your skin. So that tissue paper is going to serve as a barrier between you and the toilet seat. The one you have thrown inside, because women, we are open. when you use out public toilet outside, when you urinate, you will feel that it's splashing back to you. When that tissue paper is there, it is going to be on the tissue paper, not inside that toilet directly. So when it is the tissue paper, so it is the tissue paper that will help you absorb it, so it will not splash back at you. So that is another way we can prevent it. And when you know someone that has this infection already, because I'm this kind of person that loves naturals, I'm this kind of person that loves naturals. So you know someone that has this infection. Infection is very stubborn, especially when you have this toilet or whatever infection as a woman. You have to discard those underwears in order to avoid reinfection. Is either you burn them or you sanitize them with the use of Savlon. I am saying it's Savlon. So after that, make sure you have treated it internally. Internally, I don't know if I am allowed to use to mention naturals that they can use, or we just look for another way to organize another webinar that is going to talk about the use of some naturals to treat infection naturally, so that they will be free from all these things. So that is it. So okay, my doctor, you asked how do we educate men to help minimize transmission of infections. Yes, it is not because they are male, so they believe anywhere they see they can just urinate there, or because they are men, when they are outside they can just sit down on toilet seats too and just use it and just stand up. No, no, they also need to be cautious of it. And when they are what's it called, when they have multiple partners, they should please learn to protect themselves. They should please learn to protect themselves. It is very important because infections. So how long does it take for an infection to manifest in individual body? Body differs. Body differs. Some people it is instantly. I know someone that she went to urinate where someone that had infection urinated. She didn't know, she urinated normally, but she knew someone has urinated in that place before, but she didn't take it seriously. By the time she got home that night, she started itching, like it was a very serious one for her. It was not funny at all. And some people, their body will keep it. It might be, especially female, it might be during their menstruation or after their menstruation that it will start manifesting, that it will start showing that they already had that infection in them. And children, some of them, it is when they start telling you, my stomach is paining me, mommy, my stomach is paining me, that you start knowing, hey, there is infection. You will see them picking through gum that someone fellow and one of them has chewed before. They'll pick it on the floor and still chew the same gum and still chew the same gum. And you know these things, infection, you can't judge people by look, that maybe he has it or she has it or not. So those are body differs. Some instantly, some not immediately. Not immediately. Okay. So any question? Have I answered your question? I'm still waiting for questions, or we are good to go. So can we have a vote? Should we still maintain this, or we should organize another webinar on how to use naturals to cure these infections, or we should just call it a day? Thank you, Michael. Thank you very much. Really appreciate. Thank you. Wonderful session so far, ma'am. I'm so grateful. Let's go. Okay, we should please. Okay. So naturally, to treat these minor infections, just get your garlic, your ginger, your turmeric, and your cloves. Those 4 active ingredients, you dice them or you grate them, you soak them in your Eva water, and your antibiotics is ready. So during this treatment, as a female, you'll be using disposable pants, because when you are taking that water, you will discover that some things are coming out from your PV. Yes, they will be coming out. And those things, when they come out, you have to discard that particular underwear that carried them. If not, you are going to experience reinfection. It's either you burn them or you soak them with Savlon. So by the time you are through, you will discover that your system is cleared. Even as a woman, if you are not careful, after this flushing, you might get pregnant, because it will clear everything, as far as it's just a mild infection, not a serious one. If it's a serious infection, that one you will consult me. You will consult me specially. Okay. Ah, as far as infection, no, infection is infection. You can contact infection from anywhere, anywhere, anywhere. Even men, because you think you are men, so you are even more prone. You would have, you won't know, you would have had contact with so many things, touch your, maybe the walls of that toilet itself, you've had contact with it, you will still use it to touch your, you understand, and before you know it, you start itching too. So, founder of Writing and Build the Things, thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity. So I want to leave this for you to also take over. Thank you. Mrs. Fred Otite, please take over.
Hello, everyone. Good evening, and thank you also for joining and paying rapt attention to our wonderful facilitator on this topic, infection awareness and management. Before I go further, there's still a question for you, our wonderful facilitator. Can a man also have infection in the public corner where people urinate there? So let's take that before we call it a day. Thank you.
Yes, they can, because as far as you are urinating and it can splash back at you, so there is high chances you will also get it.
Wow. 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 Thank
Because
you
when they
so
are using
much.
that place, they are also exposed. Bro, the urine is coming out from somewhere.
Wow. Wow. It's been educating so far. It's been full of insights. A very, very much enriching session. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for sharing in your wealth of knowledge. I know that people pay so much to attend this kind of webinar, but you are here giving it out all for free. We are very grateful and we appreciate this that you've done, helping people stay healthy, basically. Thank you so much. And thank you all so much for joining. So once again, is there any question before we call it a day? Is there any question? Do we have any question? Any more questions? I want to believe that so far it's been clear. We have, okay. Okay, so someone is asking, is it possible to have a short note on this lecture, please? Okay, so I don't understand info what you mean by short notes, but this what's it called? Webinar is on our YouTube page, so you can always go there. You can check out the slides once again. It's there. We'll be posting the link right here, so you can go again and watch over and over again, so that you can soak in all of the details And if you still have questions, we can drop if of course our facilitator will indulge us, we can leave a number, then you can have your one-on-one consultations with her. So yes, you can revisit this lecture on YouTube, and all the slides are already being shared there. Thank you so much. I hope I've answered that question. All right, thank you. You're most welcome. Okay, so
Hello. Good evening.
all right, good evening.
My name is Idris Mohammed, joining from Yola. Though I was on transit, I joined almost late, but it's a wonderful and fruitful discussion. I hope this will continue, and this will actually build our capacity in addressing infection issues in the communities. I'm really a humanitarian worker or AIDS worker. So, and I believe being on this wonderful platform will help and boosting the way we respond in communities. Thank you so much for the opportunity, and we look forward to meet in another webinar again.
Oh wow, thank you so much for that contribution. All the way from Yola. Wow, you're most welcome. Well done. Thank you so much. And yes, like I said and shared earlier, even though you came in late, you can still revisit this on YouTube, on our YouTube page at BBTT Foundation. And you can get all of the details that have been shared earlier. And you'll
Thank you so
have
much.
all that you need. Yeah. All right. Any more contributions, any more questions before we go? Any contribution, any question? So we just dropped the YouTube link. You can still watch afterwards, and kindly subscribe to our channel. Kindly subscribe to our channel. Kindly subscribe to our channel. And yes, we would be having this. Of course, our facilitator, I'm sure that anytime we call her, she would oblige us. We
Yes,
enjoyed
so I'm
this session.
available.
We enjoyed this session thoroughly, and we are glad that you have shared with us today. All right, so I believe we can call it a day in the absence of questions. We shall be sharing, if we do have subsequent meetings, we'll be sharing the details on our group. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, ma. You're welcome. We really appreciate your effort, and we get a lot of things. We really thank you.
Thank you too. We hope to see you in our next webinar.
Okay, no
Yes,
problem. We really
yes.
appreciate.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate.
Thank you so much too.
That is a Kunda Lafiya.
Hmm.